Hello everyone, Grandma here. Today I am making baked clams. This recipe is one that has been in the family since the 1960s. I have made the baked clams for many parties. Here are the ingredients. 1 10.5-ounce can of minced clams that has been drained. 1 cup breadcrumbs. 3 cloves of minced garlic, 1 medium minced fine onion, 1 tablespoon parsley flakes, 1 teaspoon oregano, 1/3 cup grated Italian cheese, half a cup clam juice. Now the first thing we have to do is pour some olive oil in the frying pan. I have it on medium heat. I'm heating this up, and now the next step is to put the onion and the garlic into the oil. Put all the onion, okay, and now the garlic. And now I'm going to stir this up. And now we have to brown this till it's lightly brown. I'm giving this a good stir because with this frying pan, it seems like the olive oil goes to the sides and not to the center. So I'm mixing the onion and the garlic with the olive oil. Now this has to cook a little while, a few minutes, till it browns. While the onion and garlic is cooking in the frying pan, you get a large bowl, and all you have to do now is add all the ingredients. So I'm adding now my minced clams. It's very simple. You add the minced clams, you add the breadcrumbs, the oregano, the cheese, the grated cheese, and now the clam juice. And now all we do is mix it all up, and you can see how easy it is to do. Simple, easy, this recipe. It's so good. Every time we had a party, the people would come that we know, and they'd always be looking for the baked clams and say, "Oh, I hope you made the baked clams." So we had to make the baked clams at every party. Now, if it seems a little on the dry side, which this does, I have the bottle of the clam juice here. So now I'm going to add a little clam juice because you want it to be moist. And you just keep, if you think it needs a tiny bit more, you put a little bit more in. Now, if you had a big party, you'd have to make more than one batch of the baked clams. I'd make 2 or 3 for a large party. Now I'm back at the frying pan again, and I'm waiting for my garlic and onions to get a light brown color. So now you can see it's light brown in color, so I'm going to put in the parsley flakes. Now you add the parsley flakes in with the garlic and onion. Now once you add this, and I'm going to add in the the mixture now of the minced clams and the breadcrumbs and all the ingredients, the other ingredients. Now this has to simmer for 2 minutes. Once the 2 minutes is up, we'll be filling our shells and making our baked clams. The 2 minutes is up and you could see how nicely it browned. I'm ready to fill my clam shells. The noise you hear is my oven preheating to 375 degrees. Now we're going to fill the shells. I'm using actual shells today. Now when I had parties and I had to make a whole lot, I would use these aluminum foil shells that were perfect because everybody would take how many they want and at the end they would just throw them away. But when I'm only making a few, I like to use and fill the actual shells. So that's what I'm doing today. So now it's very simple. All you do is you put as little or as much as you want in the shells. And this is a nice amount. And these shells hold quite a bit. The aluminum ones don't hold as many, but these hold quite a bit. So we'll see how many I'll be filling today. The shells have been all filled and I made 12 shells. The oven is preheated to 375 degrees. So now just before you put the baked clams in the oven, you have to take some olive oil and drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top just before you bake them. So just a little bit. Drizzle a little bit on top. I put the parchment paper on the cookie sheet, the baking sheet, because when you drizzle the olive oil, sometimes it goes on the baking sheet. So I figured the parchment paper will be easy to clean it up. And now I did not add any salt to this recipe. I don't feel you need it because the clam juice has sea salt in it and minced clams are salty. So you don't need to, in my opinion. If you like to add more salt, you're welcome to it, but I don't add any salt. Now they're ready to be put in the oven and they're going to bake anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes. How's it taste, Grandpa?
Let you know in a minute, Ma. Very good, Ma. They taste good. You did a wonderful job.
Glad you like them, Pa.
They got a nice flavor. Taste the spices. We haven't had this in a long time. It's like a treat. I do not like raw clams, but the baked clams are delicious. I'm enjoying these. Grandma made me a nice treat.
Glad you enjoyed it, Pa.